Chatterbox.
You're listening to Nick Prince and SUEL on Chatterbox UK.
And now on Chatterbox UK, we're just lucky enough to welcome for the very first time Gina Ross. Gina, welcome. How are you?
Hello, Gina.
I'm fine, thank you, Nick. Fine, thank you, SUEL. It's a pleasure to be on your radio show today. Thank you very much for inviting me.
And it's great to meet you at last as well, Gina. Now, we first got to know of Gina Ross, the singer-songwriter, back in May. Well, I knew about you on a press release. I think I was told about you going back into April, actually. And it was through the Songwriting Academy, of course, and where, was it 15? Something like that, of a great, talented unknowns, we say, well, I'll get you to say in a minute, but it was a fantastic thing. We got to meet you through that. But before we talk about the Songwriting Academy, how did your interest in singing and songwriting actually happen? Did it start as a kid? Is it a lifelong dream?
Well, it certainly is a lifelong dream, Nick. And singing has always been my life. And I truly believe that I was literally born to sing forever. Literally, I'm of a certain age now, and I've been singing since I was about 6 or 7 years old. So, I think born to sing forever is quite apt with me. I was born in Belfast in Northern Ireland to an Irish mother and a Caribbean father. And as a young child, I used to sing on the streets of Belfast, through one of them big old blue megaphones that press a button and used to, anyone could hear you, that could hear you miles away.
Memories of school sports days there, yeah.
Yeah, of course. And then I would sing through this megaphone, and then the Sunday school or the church would go round knocking on the doors and collect monies or donations for local charities and things. So that's how I started from a very, very young age. Then when I got to about 13 or 14, I started doing a lot of the social clubs around where we lived when we moved then to the UK. So when I was actually 16, I was singing in a place in Morecambe in Lancashire. And this gentleman came up to me and he said, "Have you ever thought about turning professional?" And I went, "Oh, yes, yeah, but not right now." I mean, I was about 3 weeks out of school. And so I then thought, right, okay, but, we'll just keep doing the shows. Anyway, he approached me again. He said, "Gina, why not?" He says, "Why not start now?" And I said, okay, perfect. And my first gig when I just turned 17 was a place called the Federal Palace in Lagos in Nigeria. And so that was a 6-week stint there. And then I went from there to Indonesia, and then to Bombay, which is now Mumbai, and worked in all big 5-star hotels. And so it's always been there. And my manager at the time had the two of us. He had myself and also someone who I'm sure you're very familiar with, a young woman by the name of Lisa Stansfield. Yeah. So Lisa went down the recording route as I went down the touring and singing route, doing all these venues. And so then fast forward about another 20, 30 years, and having brought up my beautiful daughter, Carmen, I then decided I'd always written in the background, but I'd never really laid down anything solid. Mm-hmm. So when I started about 11 years, will it be a bit longer now, about 12 years ago, about really concentrating on the songwriting, that was when I thought, now I need to get in touch with someone to see if what I'm doing is any good, because I knew I had the feeling to express myself and the ability to just know that I thought, well, I think this would resonate with quite a few people, hopefully the universe, as it were. And basically that's how the contact with the Songwriting Academy began.
Oh,
yeah.
that's great. That's great. So what actually happened? So you get in touch with the Songwriting Academy. Now, I know there's all these people, like singer-songwriters that have had massive hits and Lord knows what else. And there's producers, there's also Martin Sutton and Cat and all these people. So, I mean, how long does it go on for? And do you do a different thing each week or a different thing every few days? And
okay. Well, what happened with me personally was my husband was diagnosed with an incurable cancer called myeloma. So when he started his chemo, we obviously couldn't go anywhere. He slept an awful lot of the time. And so I thought, well, if I'm in the house an awful lot as well, then I need to do my songwriting, more intensely, as it were, as opposed to us going on our cruises and doing bits and pieces. We couldn't go anywhere. And so I got in touch with the Songwriting Academy, and it started off as a boot camp, a 4-day boot camp, it just blew me away. It blew me away in respect of who you were working with. You were working with producers, you were working with other musicians, you were working with other songwriters. And it was just, it really, really opened my eyes to the world of songwriting. And I thought, my goodness, I really, really like this. So then there was the opportunity to go on a program called the Ultimate Artist Release Program, where we as artists got to collaborate and write alongside multi-platinum award-winning songwriters and record producers. And Martin and I just hit it off right away. And so from there, we then collaborated together on Go Easy, which was a song that was written for my daughter, who unfortunately, when she was younger, she suffered with anxiety and mental health issues. And so I was very adamant about the essence of this song to be very, very important, but to be positive, to be affirmative in its delivery and in its content, because I wanted, there's a line in it, see just one sunrise, for those that maybe are going through depression or anxiety. Sometimes the days seem very, very long, and sometimes, you don't even feel like you want to get dressed or, and so it was that, if you see just one sunrise, live just one day, just to say it's okay, to go easy on yourself. But, those little baby steps are so important. So when we had that song, we then thought, well, the power of it, the power of the content is what I sort of like to do.
We continue chatting to our special guests in just a minute. Don't go away.
Chatterbox. When the stars talk, they talk to Nick and Sue.
Got your head in your hands, but you don't have to save the whole world tonight. Standing there in the ruins of something beautiful, beautiful. Go easy, go easy, go easy on you. See just one sunrise, live just one day, love one good heart who loves you just the same. Take just one moment, it's your life too. Go easy, go easy, go easy on you. I'm holding on to you now. I'm gonna stay here till the darkness ends tonight. I'm gonna show you the dawn is something beautiful, beautiful. See just one sunrise, live just one day, love one good heart who loves you just the same. Take just one moment, it's your life too. Go easy, go easy, go easy on you. The mountains that you carry, you're only meant to climb. See just one sunrise, just one sunrise, one day. Loves you just the same. Who loves you? Take just one moment, just one moment. It's your life too. Go easy, go easy, go easy on you. Go easy.
When it came to Wandering Girl, the Ultimate Artist Release Program had actually finished at that time for that selection of artists. And so I then got in contact with Martin again, and I said, would he work on Wandering Girl with me? And this was a song that I'd already had, and I knew Martin could just do amazing things with it. And of course, with Martin, as we know, being a multi-platinum award-winning songwriter and producer, record producer, who's written hits for Lulu, for Sir Cliff Richard, for Gary Barlow, for Leanne Rimes. The list is endless. It really is. So I knew, I knew that Wandering Girl was going to be in incredibly safe hands. And again, it was a song that needed the truth, because it was written the truth from me, because it was someone that I knew very, very personally. And basically it was a song about someone, as I said, I knew very personally. And what happened was, I think she thought the life she had wasn't that fantastic, and she wanted to live a better life. She wanted the excitement, the buzz of city life. And unfortunately, after a certain length of time, those bright lights that shone so bright for when she arrived, they started to dim and fade, unfortunately, as did she. Mm. So there again was this point of saying to my audience, is the grass really greener? Is all that glitters gold? And it was once we we got that in the can, as it were, we were just so delighted. We were delighted with the outcome and very, very proud. And of course, when we've had the airplay and the response, it's been very humbling and very and rewarding, both in equal measures. Yeah.
She bought a one-way ticket to anywhere, 'cause there had to be something more. Took a one-way journey to nowhere, didn't know what she was looking for. All she found was lost souls in a city of dark dead ends. Fade to black and empty doorways, bottle chilling in her hands. Too beautiful to be broken, too shattered and all alone. Too scared to call up her mama, say, "Mama, can I come home?" She's lost, 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 lost. Eyes that no longer shine. In a broken mirror, she sees a painted face with a hollow smile. Someone find her before she runs out of time. Give this wandering girl a chance to live the life she left behind. She can barely remember the better times as she's walking the streets in the rain. Takes a little more of something, anything to ease the pain. Holding on to every stranger, but they know she's too far gone. She cries like a child in the cold sunrise, 'cause the damage is already done. She's lost, 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 lost. Eyes that no longer shine. In a broken mirror, she sees a painted face with a hollow smile. Someone find her before she runs out of time. Give this wandering girl a chance to live the life she left behind. Too beautiful to be broken, too shattered and all alone. Too scared to call up her mama, "Mama, can I come home?" She's lost, 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 lost. Eyes that no longer shine. In a broken mirror, she sees a painted face with a hollow smile. Someone find her before she runs out of time. Give this wandering girl a chance to live the life she left behind.
Now, what are you able to give us a little glimpse as to what you're working on next, perhaps?
Okay.
Yeah, pushing
Yes,
it.
yeah, absolutely, of course, Nick and SUEL. Yes, of course I will. Also, I wanted to write a song about something that is very, very delicate and sort of can be taboo, was taboo a long, long, long time ago, not so much now. And that is a song about, and it's a song about domestic abuse.
Mhm.
And basically, it's a song that about people that are in that sort of situation. And when you're sort of in that situation, that you go, how on earth can I actually remove myself from it? And this song is about trying to say, find the strength from somewhere, find the empowerment to just go, no more. Definitely no more. Now, on a personal level, it was my daughter that gave me the strength to say no more. And because of that, it was an incredibly difficult song to sing because a lot of old emotions came back. And it was, but Martin was brilliant. He said, Gina, he says, you can do this. This, this song needs to be sung. And so that's the a glimpse into the new one that's coming out, I think maybe about the middle of February.
Oh, soon.
Yeah, that's soon. And that song is called Sunglasses in the Rain.
And I understand exactly what that means.
Yeah, I'm very glad, because for those of the listeners who can resonate with what I've just said, they will understand why the title is. And
we've all sadly known a lady, will it be a neighbour or whoever that's been in that situation, and we know exactly. So great subject to tackle. And if I can just say one little thing, I don't mind saying it, but something you might like to do. Queen Camilla, Princess Camilla. I'd rather be the Queen Consort, but that's a personal opinion. But whatever. She does a great deal for domestic violence and abuse, and I just would like her to hear the song, even if it was only for her to give you a letter back. And I think it'd be amazing. And I think she would. I think it's a very important thing just for her to hear, because she's on it. She went up in your estimation when you heard what she was doing with it, didn't she? Yeah. So she's there with it. Yeah.
Well, I know. That I was listening to a program that she recorded, and it touched me how sort of strongly she feels about this subject. And though I'd never really considered sending the song to her, I think that would be a wonderful thing to do. And I'm convinced, because of the content, that she would take the time to listen to it. So that's something definitely that I will speak to Martin about. And then, hopefully, if she gets round to hearing it, that even just a lovely letter would be amazing. Goodness.
That would be nice, and because it's a subject so close to your heart and meaningful, something that you relate to, hence the lyrics in the song. I could see it going further. I can see this going further and further and further. Now, obviously, it's not something you want to make cheap publicity.
Charity stuff.
Yes, it's not something you want to do out of cheap publicity, but I think it'd be really great, and it'd be a talking point if you went to your local paper and a few press releases here and there, and this is what the Queen sent me in support of my song, which is about.
Yeah, brilliant.
Absolutely. And I think that, I'm sure even the national papers would pick up on it, because, as I said, years and years ago, it was such a taboo subject, and nobody knew everything. No one knows what goes on behind closed doors, as the song goes. And people had to live with this fear, with this, my goodness, what it's going to be like when it comes through the door, or when they come through the door, or, oh my goodness, how do I walk into this room and keep my head bowed? And it's endless. And the song is about find the strength, and it's there, and for however you find that strength, then act on it. And though even when you're walking away, you can still be going, oh my goodness, oh my dear, but eventually your own self-worth and your own abilities to survive will kick in. It has to happen. And when it does happen, it's obviously a path that, if you've been down, you don't ever want to go down again. And in that instance, you feel the empowerment of the decisions that you've made, and that those decisions are right for you, for your children, for the extended family that have obviously been in a situation where they've gone, my goodness, I wish you could just find the strength. but it's when you find the strength.
That is a very powerful song there. And I've not heard it. I've just some sort of. There you go. So, yeah, whenever it is, February, somewhere in the middle of February, the end of February, we'll get you on to talk about that. That's very important. Very important. Because we do have a big platform with Chatterbox. It goes to a lot of stations. So, somewhere, even somebody in Canada you just don't know, or New Zealand, it might be the UK. That's going to mean something to a lot of people listening.
Very much so. Very much so. So we were overjoyed when we wrote it and produced it, and everyone in the room, of course, wonderful, amazing backing vocals by Kat Amy, and we all. I mean, I think at one point there were tears in all our eyes because we just knew that the message had to be told. That it's a song that just had to be told. Yeah. So, had to be sung and had to be out there. So we're looking very forward. And I think when you listen to it, I'm not going to say what you go, oh gosh, this reminds me. Oh, this reminds me of. But it's all positive. Let me assure you that it's all positive. Yeah.
You sold it to me already. Definitely. That's definite. Have you got any questions for Gina?
If you could write a song, who would you write it for?
If I could write a song, and who would I write it for?
Because you can write a song, darling.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Pretty good.
Sorry.
We'll do a take two on it.
Yeah.
Two.
Well, yeah. If there is, I mean, I always love to write in connection with quite powerful subject matter. And I there's this song, and it's called Thank You for Being a Friend. And it was recorded by an old friend of mine, Tony Christie, who has been diagnosed with dementia. I worked many, many times with Tony over the years. Now, I remember in a studio, in the venues, that he would always have his head in the dressing room in the Telegraph crossword. You know, very, very bright man, and incredible artist as well. And of course, he was diagnosed with dementia. And there's that, because something else has just come to my mind as well. I would love to write, like to say thank you for all those people that care for those people with Alzheimer's and dementia and that sort of thing, because it's such a powerful subject. And my daughter does work in care in the community. She works in a care home where she does all the entertainment. She puts all the entertainment on, entertainment's coordinator. So she is there firsthand and sees what happiness, even if it's just a little bit of happiness, that can bring. So there's that. And then there's a song that I have an idea for. And it's, again, I know, but again, it's to do with, age concern of people that are elderly and are on their own. And it's a song, I mean, it will see the light of day because it's just in my head at the moment. And I would love the title of the song to be called Summer May. And that is her name.
Oh.
So, I knew a girl called Summer May. The rest will follow. But she was a dressmaker and she made wedding dresses. And she brought so much happiness. But then in her aging years, obviously she couldn't make the dresses no more. And then there was this point where, when she was on her own. And I want to bring back the joy of when she made the wedding dresses and the joy that she brought to the people that she made the wedding dresses for. So there's two subject matters that are in the future.
That's brilliant.
Chatterbox. When the stars talk, they talk to Nick and Sue.
As long as every time we interview you and have you on Chatterbox and you can come up with 2 more songs each time, it'd be brilliant. keep coming, Absolutely brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And before we let you go, Gina, let's do some social media. What platforms have you got where people can take a look at Gina Ross and perhaps hear some stuff and whatever? So as much as you got, have as long as you want. The floor is all yours.
Thank you very much. Okay, so you can find me on Spotify, on Amazon Music, on YouTube, and other streaming platforms. Just input Gina Ross, and my name will come up. My songs will come up there. My Instagram is ginaross.2024. Don't forget the dot, please. And Facebook is Gina Ross. And that's a Instagram. Yes, I've done Instagram. That's about it. Yes, I would say so. And then there's Linktree, which is Gina-Ross Linktree / me and computers, let me tell you, it's a whole different ball game, whole different world, so but yes, I'm out there, just put into your browser Gina Ross. Oh, by the way, and also my website, which is up and running, and that is ginaross.co.uk, where you can listen to the tracks also, that they're all on there, as well as a bio and what I've done with my career, and up to now, and hopefully long may it continue.
Absolutely, I'm sure it will, and we do have it whenever we can. And you keep writing them, and we keep playing them. That's how it works. Great ideas you got there, amazing ideas. And yes, and I think going through the website, there's going to be links to all the other social media anyway, isn't there?
That's right. Yeah, definitely. On my website, there's all the other links to where you can find me. Yeah.
Brilliant. And
Gina, thank you so much for the lovely comments you gave us when we first connected. That means a lot to us, so thank you.
Well, it was my absolute pleasure. And as I said, it's been an absolute joy today, and it's an absolute joy every time I tune in and listen to you. I mean, I'm just, because as I said, I'm usually sat on my own, but the room is filled with warmth and joy and laughter. So thank you for that. Thank you both, Nick and SUEL, for that.
Thank you. But it's everyone that makes it. But yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. That's cool. And yes, looking forward to the next time already, Gina. And just a big thank you for coming on to Chatterbox.
Oh, it's been an absolute joy. As you know, lifted me up, and I can't wait to pop and see it and go, you ain't gonna believe it was fabulous.
I bet you singing your music helps you through this, doesn't it?
Obviously, yeah.
Oh gosh, incredibly so. Incredibly. That in respect of when I've done these songs, and when I do hear them on the radio, I for that moment that I guess belongs to me, I just go, oh, thank you for all the radio stations that do this, because I'm grateful, but I'm grateful that the message of the songs are getting out there. And even if it just touches one person, that means so much to me, because as I said, because of the subject matter of the songs, if it, like the one, the coming out of Sunglasses in the Rain, if that can just help one person go, that's enough, that's it, I heard that song and that's it, then I go, yes, and if with Go Easy, if that can help someone go, well, she said to see just one sunrise, so I'm gonna get up, gonna get washed, and I'm gonna do it. It just the power that we have as songwriters and as performers is it's a gift to be absolutely grateful for and thankful for, but it's your job to make sure that you resonate with the people that need the help. Yeah.
Wonderful, Gina. I hope you get some quality time with your daughter or whoever, but some family time somewhere. I hope you can come up.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I will. But thank you so much. God bless you both. Love you both.
Thank you.
And
You're welcome, Gina. You take care.
Speak to you soon, Gina. Thank you.
Bye, Nick.
Bye-bye.
Chatterbox.
You're listening to Nick Prince and SUEL on Chatterbox UK.